Hi everyone, this is Phil Travis, and this is week 10 here at SCF EUH 2032 online. We're getting down to the home stretch here, and I hope everybody's really been enjoying this class. I've had a great time in this class, and I hope everybody's found it to be a really fun learning experience. We still have a couple weeks left. This week is an abbreviated week. It's a shortened week, and that's because, of course, it is Thanksgiving. So I hope everybody is going to see some family or do something special on Thanksgiving. So we have an abbreviated week. So what I'm doing this week, our discussion forum will be abbreviated. Instead of the usual one post, two replies over 2 separate days, I want you to make one post, one reply, and it can be over on one day. It can be on one day, and just make it sometime before Wednesday at midnight, because theoretically, because of the Thanksgiving holiday, this week for us ends Wednesday by midnight. So a shortened discussion, one post, one reply. Make the post and reply sometime before Wednesday at midnight, and then enjoy your Thanksgiving and have a good time relaxing over the break. Now, hopefully, everybody's working on their research papers because your research paper will be coming due on December the 3rd. So the research paper is coming up due very soon. Not of course, this Sunday, but the following Sunday. So make sure you're working on that. I have a paper checklist up for you, and you can go back and take a look at that and make sure that that you are meeting all of the basic requirements on these papers. If you want to be a history major in the future, if that's where your future lies, you should really try to do Chicago Manual of Style citations. Use footnotes in Chicago style. And go online to Google, and you can find a little basic guide. It's free to do basic footnotes in Chicago style. Remember, if you don't know how to make a footnote too, just go to YouTube, and there's a million little tutorial videos out there for you. If you don't intend to be a history major, use whatever citation style you prefer, as long as you put your notes in footnotes. Now, I guess I'm okay if you use parenthetical citations as long as you have a works cited page at the end, but I really want to see footnotes, and I don't want endnotes, either parentheticals or footnotes, because I want to be able to see the citation as I'm reading the paper. So make sure you follow the basic guidelines and the checklist that I've put in there for you. This week we are going to be reading from Zeller Part 5. We'll also be reading in the Zeller Annihilation book next week in Part 5. I also want you to read from Madison, Chapter 3 and 6. This is our primary source document reader. Okay, that's about it. Madison 3 and 6, Zeller Part 5. We're talking about the end of the war. And we're going to talk a little bit in this class about post-war Europe. I'll have an additional reading that I'm going to post for you that goes beyond some of what our textbook talks about. But so there'll be a little additional reading in upcoming weeks. But this week we're talking about the end of the war. So be sure to read Zeller Part 5 if you haven't already, and Madison 3 and 6. Be working on your papers too, and let me know if you have any questions. Now here's the factoid for this week. The factoid for this week, and remember, just email me the factoid no later than Wednesday by midnight, and get your extra bonus point added towards a test at the end of the term. The factoid this week is this. The factoid is, I'm sure all of you have heard of Spam, and you can go to the store and buy a can of Spam if you really want to. Spam is the sort of miscellaneous food stuff, if you will, that, when you're younger, most kids have come to bemoan. Well, Spam was used during World War II in the Pacific. It was used to help supply and feed, troops throughout the world. And Spam, as a result of this, was brought into, during World War II, was brought into many of the U.S.-held Pacific Islands and Hawaii and Guam and so forth. And as a result, Spam has become a sort of part of the normal sort of diet of people in places like Hawaii. So if you were to order a Hawaiian burger, you'll probably get some pineapple on the Hawaiian burger, and you'll probably also get a piece of Spam on the Hawaiian burger. And that's because of the World War II era in which Spam was being used to provide, a non-perishable, meat for soldiers, and it was brought into places like Pacific Islands, like Hawaii, and it had a long-term lasting impact on the diet of Hawaiians. All right, everybody, email me that factoid. Spam, World War II, and a transformation of the diet of many Pacific Island peoples, including Hawaii, as a result of its use during World War II. Email me that factoid no later than Wednesday by midnight and get your extra point. All right, guys, let's have a great week. Let me know if you have any questions.